Hello, Gemini. Here's your weekly horoscope for March 7 to 13th. Well, as I promised that once we got into March, things would get better, and they certainly should be getting better for you, Gemini, or at least you're finding that you're having a little bit more balance in your life, and that's not such a bad thing. Mostly that's because we had Mercury conjunct Jupiter in Aquarius, and for your sign, Aquarius is another air sign, so therefore harmonious to you. Mercury conjunct Jupiter does tend to bring up issues of excess communication, and that's something that's pretty common with Gemini. You tend to have a need to communicate, and sometimes you say too much, and that's how you can get yourself in trouble. And last week may have been one of those. Gemini is not a sign that you can say shut up or be quiet. They just cannot do so. They are a sign of communication, and when Jupiter is aspecting any Gemini in any sort of way, there tends to be an even increase of this communication, we'll say, and some will call verbal diarrhea. But there also is an opportunity for you to improve your communications with people and find that this Mercury-Jupiter conjunction we had last week and for just the first couple of days of this week, there's still a chance for you to resolve some issues if you do open up. But remember to listen as well. That's much harder for Gemini to do, but very, very important for you to do, especially this year, because with Jupiter and Saturn in the sign of Aquarius, there is opportunity for you to really get going in your life what you would like to have and what you would like to be involved with. Now, that might mean that you have to be a little bit quiet. And if that's the case, well, sometimes it's good to listen, isn't it? Instead of just always be the one talking. The concern I have this week with Neptune conjunct the Sun in Pisces is Gemini and Pisces are both mutable signs, but you're easily confused, and that puts you into anxiety. And when the Sun and Neptune are conjunct in any sign, there can be confusion afoot for sure. And in the sign of Pisces, it could be that you may be deceiving yourself by not seeing something realistically, or you may be being deceived by other people. Sometimes as well, for no explanation that anyone can even understand, you may just attract somebody who comes after you, someone who's probably unhappy with their own life, miserable, nasty, depressed, and they've decided that they're going to throw their crap onto you. So watch out, you may be under attack this week. Mars has moved into your sun sign as of the latter part of last week, and the good news for you is you may find that you have an increase of energy and drive and ambition and motivation. But unfortunately, again, it does perhaps attract people to you that want to shut you up or put you in your place or otherwise, in their mind, feel necessary to attack you. So you may have to defend yourself this week, Gemini. Aside from that, because you have increased drive, energy, and ambition, you might get a little pushy this week. Now, do be careful because of these Pisces aspects that don't necessarily fly with Gemini, will say. There is a tendency for you to have needless conflicts because maybe you're trying to push too hard or do too much. So for sure, Gemini, this week, I would say make an effort to listen more than to speak, and you might learn something very valuable. I hope you have a good week ahead.